What up? So I'm getting asked what my diet and training regimen is because I'm burning body fat and gaining muscle. And it was a common belief that that wasn't possible. Well, it is possible, and I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it. So, the way to burn body fat and build muscle at the same damn time, or in the same scenario, or in the same week, month, whatever. So what I do is I wake up every day at 7 a.m. unless I go into work. But I'm off 20 days a month. So 20 days out of the month, I get up about 7 a.m. I do a half an hour of fasted cardio. No food, empty stomach. Just have some water. I go on a treadmill at a max incline for about 30 to 45 minutes. And I maintain a steady state heart rate. So under 130. It's typically, I'm between 115 and like 130. I'm in there. So that's burning fat because I'm fasted, as well as the fact that I'm fat adapted carnivore. So my body primarily uses the fat stores as an energy source. So when I'm done with my cardio, I'll then make about 4 to 5 eggs and have about 6 to 8 ounces of steak or beef or ground beef or some bacon, something like that. I then kind of rest for a bit. I'll get my girls ready for school, or I'll put them on the bus, or whatever the case is. And about 2 hours after eating that meal, I will take a pre-workout of some sort, which I just finished it. Actually, it was what was it? Gorilla Mind. Fuck, I forget the name of this pre-workout now. But anyway, I just finished that, so I'll be probably going to Mother Bucker from Bucked Up because I liked how I felt on that. I go to the gym, and then I train, and I have food in the body. So, but I still have no carbs in the body. So typically I'm still using fat as an energy source, and I'll train for an hour, sometimes 2 hours, depending on how I feel. Then I will go home, and well, before I go home, I will do 15 minutes in the sauna, and then I will go home, and I'll have a meal. Now the meal typically will be 8 to 10 ounces of steak or ground beef or something along those lines. And the last week or so, I've been having about a half a cup of oatmeal. Now, I know that's not a carnivore thing, but I run a hyper carnivore diet. So 70% of my diet is meat, and 30% can be other sources. I don't quite have 30% because I have a half a cup of oatmeal. So I have about 27 to 30 grams of carbs post-workout. And that's what keeps me full. And I could see a huge difference in my size and my muscle and how I feel. That's typically what I do. But if you wanted to be strict carnivore and not use the oatmeal, what you could do is have like maybe a cup of berries or something along those lines if you want to get those carbs in. Sometimes I do that as well. In my oatmeal, I will mix in 1 scoop of vanilla protein. It's got 1 carb in it, and that gives me all the sweetener I need. And I like it real thin. Like, I don't want to be able to drink the oatmeal. I usually just drink it right from a bowl. Then I just go about my day. I do whatever I got to do, whatever it is, house chores or running around, or if my kids are home, I spend time with them, whatever the case is. And then I will eat another meal around 3-ish, something like that, a few hours after the post-workout meal. And that will be no carb. It'll just be steak or maybe burger or pork or chicken or something. I'll make sure I have enough fat in it to be satiated with that. Maybe have a little bit of cheese or something with it. And then 3 to 4 hours later, I'll have another meat meal. Now, I'm not super strict with it. Sometimes I won't have that 3 o'clock meal. Sometimes I'll just have my post-workout meal and then dinner. Either way, I will only have the carbs one time the whole day, and that's post-workout. Then typically I hang and spend time with my children, do whatever we do. I put them to bed. They go to bed around 8:30. And then I go to the gym again. And typically, I will either hit the same body part I hit in the morning, except I will go like the opposite. So if in the morning I did low weight, low reps, or high weight, low reps, in the afternoon I will do low weight, high reps, or vice versa, depending on whatever I do. Then I go home. I'll have a protein shake, just protein powder and water, so super low carb, and then I go to bed. And then I just do it all over again the next day. The only time I don't train is when I go to work, because I am a correctional officer in a state prison, and I usually do 16-hour days, so I don't train on those days. I look at those days as game day, so you typically don't train on game day. On the days I'm not at work, it's like practice and training. And when I go to work, it's game day. That's where I may have to utilize the muscles that I've created. You know what I'm saying? Some prison where some of the most violent people you don't ever have to meet are, that I conversate or deal with regularly. So with that being said, someone like myself is a little unique to other people that train, because I train twice a day. I do fasted cardio in the morning, and I'm a hyper carnivore, which most of my diet is animal based, and my body functions differently than other human beings. Where you guys use glucose and carbs and store fat, I burn fat as energy, and I don't use glucose and carbs. Now, your body produces a small amount of glucose, enough to survive, but when you go beyond that and you have more than you need, that's when you start storing and whatnot. So I'm constantly in ketosis, so I operate a little differently. So I'm able to train differently. I'm able to train longer. I'm able to train a little more intense than maybe your average person. My hormones are optimal. My levels are all spectacular. No concern about cholesterol. No concern about high blood pressure. None of these things are a factor. None of them are a problem for me. And this is the diet and lifestyle I try to tell other people to follow, because it does wonders for me. Some of you from the beginning know about the back issue I had, my bulging discs that were always a problem. Since I've been back on carnivore, I have essentially no back pain. Shoulder pain's gone. Back pain's gone. I don't ever get headaches. I feel great. Energy level is great. Carnivore diet, to me, and this lifestyle, is like an answer to lots of problems that you may be having, or people may be having. So if you don't know about it, learn about it. I talk about it. You can follow me, and I give as much information as I come up with. But I do this on the whim, man. When it comes to my brain, I put it out, period. But there's a lot of studies out, so I suggest you look into it, research it. Don't take my word for it. Look into it. Today we're going to do arms. Arms is a good day. It's a fun day. Buys and tries. We're going to crush it. We're going to kill it. And that's another thing. I train each body part at least twice a week. So get with it. Let's do it. Follow for more. And get with the fucking program. Go get it.